So this is a pair that I have here. This is an outcross. We have the male here and the female there. This is an outcross between two different families that I'm trying out. I think this is going to be a really good mating. Pigeon breeding mistakes. So the first mistake with beginner breeders, stressing the birds out. I know I'm guilty of this also. New breeders usually get a pair of pigeons, put them together, and they can't leave the birds alone. They just keep messing with the birds, keep bothering the birds, stressing them out, grabbing them. I am guilty of this. When I was a younger breeder, I would do the same thing. And birds don't do good when they stressed out. They just don't. You just have to make sure they're comfortable enough in their space, you know, in order to breed. So the second thing I would say is consistent feed. You have to have a consistent feed. That's another thing. If the birds are always hungry, they just won't be interested in breeding. So consistent feed. I noticed that a lot of younger breeders or people that are new to pigeons, they don't really know this, that the birds, if they're hungry, they just won't breed. Another mistake rookies make is not smashing that like button. Go ahead and smash that like button, guys. Hit the subscribe button. Another thing is having a good source of calcium. You got to make sure that the birds have a good calcium source. That's really important when it comes to hens and the development of eggs. Hens use the calcium in order to develop their eggs, so you got to make sure that the hens have a good source of calcium. It's a good idea to make sure all the birds have a good source of calcium anyway. It's just good for the gizzard, good for the bones. Now hens will still lay, but they'll just use calcium from other places like their bones. So you just got to make sure that calcium is always in the loft at least once or twice a week. I usually do it about 2 times a week. Another mistake beginning breeders do is not providing a good nesting place, nesting bowls and materials. I'm guilty of this last year. Was it last year or the year before that? One of them. I put dog bowls in the loft and it was just a nightmare. So you just got to make sure you put the proper nesting materials and nesting bowls. I went back to paper bowls, which that's a paper bowl there. The paper bowls seem to work the best for me. A lot of people like the clay bowls, which needs a nesting pad. So I like these paper bowls because I can just throw them away. Like this, when they get this dirty, you could just toss them. Another rookie mistake is some breeders think that they need a heater in the loft. I heard this recently and that's just crazy to me. That's a rookie mistake. You do not need a heater in your loft for pigeons. Pigeons are on all continents except for Antarctica, so you do not need a heater for your pigeons. Now you may need a heater for the water if your water is freezing. But as far as the pigeons, you don't need a heater. That's a myth. Oh, one more thing. If you guys can think of a rookie mistake or a mistake that most beginners make, leave it in the comments and we could talk about it.